Welcome back to Decode the Hacks. I'm your host, and today we are opening a new case file, the year 2026. Usually, predictions are just guesses, but in cybersecurity, the signals are already screaming. We dug into the intelligence from Forrester, Gartner, IBM, and Sentinel-1 to build a forensic profile for the year ahead. What we found isn't just an evolution, it's a complete rewrite of the rules. From AI agents that hack for you to collapse of the traditional supply chain trust model. This is your technical deep dive into the 2026 threat landscape. Let's look at the battlefield. 2026 isn't just another year of cyber threat. It's a fundamental shift. We are moving from reactive defense, waiting for the alarm, to preemptive survival. Why? Because the enemy has upgraded. AI has moved from generative experiments to agentic autonomy. That means bad actors can now automate the entire kill chain. They don't need a human at the keyboard. Look at the data from IBM. 13% of organizations already report AI-driven incidents. Sounds low. Check the next number. 97% have no controls for these systems. It's an open door. Here is a prediction. Number one, AI becomes the attacker's operating system. We are not talking about ChatGPT writing phishing emails. We are talking about fully automated attack loops. Anthropic recently exposed state-linked operators using AI code agents to conduct intrusion. Look at the kill chain on screen. An AI agent handles reconnaissance, finds a gap, writes the exploit code, and then executes it, all at a machine speed. By the time a human analyst sees the alert, the data is already gone. This is the new speed of cyber war. Prediction number two, ransomware enters its most aggressive phase yet, industrialization. IBM's X-Force saw a 71% jump in attackers using vulnerabilities as their way in. They aren't guessing passwords. They are walking through the broken doors. The scary part, they are targeting the physical world, hospitals, ports, water system. Operational technology is the new hostage, and they don't even need to encrypt your files anymore. They just steal the data and threaten to leak it. If you can't pay, they sell it to the highest bidder. Prediction number three comes from Forrester, and it's a specific warning. An agentic AI deployment will cause a major public breach. Companies are rushing to build agent AI bots that can do tasks for customers, but without guardrails. These agents are dangerous. Imagine an AI customer service bot that has permissions to refund money, but no way to verify who is asking. Forrester calls for minimum viable security and the AEGIS framework. You need to secure the intent of the AI, not just the user. If you don't track what your agents are doing, you are blind. Prediction number four, identity is the central battlefield. CrowdStrike reports that 75% of intrusions don't use malware at all. They use valid credentials. They log in just like you do. The technique is session token replay. Attackers steal the digital cookie that proves you are logged in. They don't need your password. They don't need your MFA code. They just become you. Look at the indicator of compromise, IOCs. Login from a new device with an old token. Impossible travel speeds. If you aren't binding tokens to devices, you are vulnerable. But while we fight today's identity battle, a bigger storm is brewing on the horizon. Quantum computing. For years, it was science fiction. By 2026, it's a budget line item. Prediction number five, quantum security spending will exceed 5% of IT security budget. Why the sudden rush? Because the clock is ticking. NIST has made it clear. Current encryption standards like RSA and ECC are on a death row. Deprecated by 2030, disallowed by 2035. That sounds far away, but think about your infrastructure. How long does it take to migrate a legacy banking core or a power grid control system? Companies are waking up to the crypto agility. They are realizing they don't just need locks, they need the ability to change the locks instantly when the old keys break. The smart money in 2026 isn't waiting for the Q day. They are building the lifeboats now. If encryption is the lock, the supply chain is the back door you left unlocked for the delivery driver. Prediction number 6 takes us into the cloud. Supply chain attacks are escalating, but not how you think. It's not just about compromised software updates anymore. It's about trusted integrations. Look at the Midnight Blizzard attack on Microsoft. How did they get in? A legacy test tenant, an OAuth application that no one was watching. In 2026, attackers are hunting for these ghosts, forgotten SaaS integration, third-party plugins with excessive permission. We are moving from point-in-time vendor questionnaire to continuous verification, because in a hyper-connected cloud ecosystem, you are only as secure as the weakest app your marketing team just authorized. And because the supply chain is bleeding, the government is stepping in with a tourniquet. Prediction number 7, CMMC enforcement begins for real. For years, compliance was a paperwork exercise, a self-attestation where you checked a box and promised you were secure. That era is over. In 2026, if you want a government contract, you need proof. We are seeing a massive shift towards continuous control monitoring. Agencies don't want a PDF report from last year. They want telemetry, providing you are secure right now. This isn't just about defense contractors anymore. This standard NIST 800-171 is becoming the baseline for global business. If you can't prove it, you can't play. We have covered the threat. Now let's talk about the response. The old way of doing things, wait for an alert, investigate, respond, is too slow. When AI attacks at a machine speed, human reaction time is a vulnerability. It's time to override the system. Prediction number 9 brings us to the physical layer of the internet. The Salt Typhoon campaign was a wake-up call. Chinese state actors, the threat actors, lived inside global telecom networks for years, listening to everything. The fallout in 2026 is drastic. Nationalizing. We are seeing governments across the globe, Australia, Italy, the US, tightening their grip on telecom infrastructure. They are realizing that you can't outsource national security to commercial entities without oversight. Expect strict new laws. Expect governments to mandate direct oversight of critical cables and satellites. For the private sector, this means the network you ride on is becoming a fortress, but also a heavily surveillance fort. Finally, prediction number 10, the great consolidation. For a decade, CISOs brought a new tool for every new problem. An endpoint tool, a network tool, a cloud tool, an identity tool. The result, tool sprawl. Too many dashboards, too many alerts, too many blind spots. In 2026, the pendulum swings back. 52% of CISOs are slashing their vendor list. They are moving to unified AI security platform. Why? Because AI needs data context. You can't train a defense model if your data is siloed in 50 different products. By consolidating, they get a single brain that sees everything. It's cheaper, yeah, but more importantly, it's the only way to get the visibility, speed needed to fight AI with AI. But it's not just about technology. It's about who is using it. In 2026, we are watching the crink coverage. China, Russia, Iran, North Korea. These aren't isolated threats anymore. They are starting to look like a coordinated ecosystem. You have North Korea stealing crypto to fund weapons program, using AI to write better malware. You have Russia and Iran coordinating on information operations, creating a hemispheric crossfire of disinformation. And China is executing on its 5-year plan, targeting specific intellectual property. For defenders, this is a nightmare. Attribution is blurring. Is it a criminal gang? Is it a state actor? Or is it both working together? The lines have vanished. The threat is unified. So how do we fight back? We need a playbook. for 2026. First, identity is everything. Phishing resistant MFA isn't optional. It's a baseline. You need to bind your tokens and lock down service accounts. Second, govern your AI agent. Don't let them run wild. Use the AEGIS framework. Track their intent. Know what data they touch. Third, secure the supply chain. You can't trust your vendor blindly. You need continuous monitoring of their security posture. And finally, start your crypto agility journey. Quantum computers are coming. You need to know where your encryption keys are before you can replace them. This isn't a wish list. This is a survival guide. When the breach happens, and it will, you need to be ready to investigate. Forensics in 2026 is different. You're not just looking at hard driver. You are tracing authorization chains of AI agents. Who told the agents to act? What did it do? You need immutable logs that can't be tampered with. You need to be ready for SaaS audit. Can you track an attacker jumping from Salesforce to Slack to your cloud console? And you need to practice. Run tabletop exercises for these scenarios. An OAuth abuse attack, a help desk social engineering call, an agentic AI failure. If you wait until the incident to figure this out, you have already lost. Here is your roadmap for the year. Q1 is about visibility. Get your AI security platforms in place. Start your pilots. By Q2, the pressure rises. CMMC clauses start to appear in contract. If you want to do business with the government, you need to be ready. In Q3, the crypto agility deadline hits. You should have your inventory complete. And throughout the year, Q4 and beyond, it's about continuous pressure, continuous monitoring, continuous improvement. There is no done in 2026. This is only ready for the next wave. Let's boil this down to immediate actions. What do you do on Monday morning? 1. Prove your controls work. Don't just say it. Show telemetry. 2. Clean your OAuth apps. If you aren't using an integration, kill it. It's a backdoor waiting to be opened. 3rd, protect your sessions. Bind your tokens. Stop the replay attacks. 4th, start planning for post-quantum. It takes years to migrate, so start your planning now. 5th, consolidate your tools. You can't defend what you can't see, and you can't see if you have 50 different dashboards. We started this briefing with a warning. 2026 is the year cybersecurity becomes mission assurance. It's no longer just an IT problem. It's about national readiness. It's about business survival. The machines are faster. The attackers are smarter. But we can be ready. We align to the standards. We harden our identities. We govern our agents. And we move to preemptive defense. This is the new reality. I am Pulkit Sharma. And this has been a Decode the Hacks technical deep dive. Stay paranoid, stay safe, and I will see you in the next case file. Transmission complete. If you like this video, please do subscribe to this channel and make sure to give us a thumbs up for this video. Thank you. See you in the next episode.